All right. All right. We are live on YouTube. Give me a second here. Welcome to a very special impromptu live episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Live here on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. I have never, ever been a part of or seen anything like what I just saw tonight. Wow. And I'm going to leave it at that until I make sure everything is rolling smoothly, because I'm just at a loss for words. Let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. It looks like the back end of YouTube is rolling smoothly. Let me see here. Yeah, we are rolling smoothly. And the YouTube notification has just gone out, and let me do a sound check. Live here on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. I have never, ever been a part of or seen any. All right. Everything is rolling smoothly. What I just was a part of and what happened after I left the show, in my very honest and sincere opinion, is the absolute biggest shit show of the century I've ever seen in my entire life. I saw a man and a woman that were running that show, Dennis and Christina, two millennials in their mid to late 30s, that clearly define the stereotype exactly for what it is. It is people like you. No disrespect intended, I'm just sharing my opinion. It is people like the both of you that make all the good millennials look bad. Hey, Lauren, I want to keep it to the topic here tonight. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. Again, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. And I want to keep it on topic, Lauren. I will get back to you with whatever you need tomorrow, the next day. Just know I'm getting your messages. I've been just very busy. But I'm just at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say. Like, wow. The behavior of the host channel, Dennis, and Christina. Wow. Like the level of entitlement. The level of entitlement is just astronomical. I just could not believe my ears when I was on the show. And then when I left the show, I was listening, and they brought on a panel of like 10 people, including, obviously, Jamie was on there on his Coach Legion channel. And there were a lot of people that were trying to hold Christina accountable in the same ways I was. And you've got Dennis controlling the whole thing and basically regulating what can be said to Christina and what can't. That whole show made zero sense. You're going to have to go back and watch the replay on Dennis's channel. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Like this, honestly, listen, I'm going to give Jamie Lycan Legion one thing. I have never, ever seen you behave this entitled. Like this, the behavior between Dennis and Christina tonight trumps anything that Jamie's done. Outspoken says, that was a shit show. I wasn't aware there was tension between you and the host beforehand. There was no tension. There was no tension between him and I. The bottom line is Dennis, you were white knighting for Christina. I've never seen such white knighting in my life. The white knighting that was happening right there almost made it appear like these two have been married for like decades. Like this dude was white knighting so hard for Christina. Like it almost makes it seem like they're dating, and she's married and he's got a girlfriend, but they talk behind the scenes all the time. Yeah, Lauren, you're gonna I'll have to talk with you behind the scenes about it, because I'm not gonna go back and share a lot of information that you've missed, because most people here know what's going on already. These are some people that you don't know, Lauren. I was on another show earlier tonight on the Dennis Jerome Jr. channel. I went in there respectfully. I was trying to respond to the questions respectfully, to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge. And Dennis kept cutting me off. And when I was, talking with Christina, he kept cutting me off. And he got really triggered. And then she got really triggered. And all I was doing was answering questions. I know, Lauren, they're years away from us. I know they are. I know they're not as experienced, but they act like they are, but they're not. I already knew what I was getting into. They just didn't know that. And I left the show. I didn't rage quit. I left because there was no upside. Like, how in the world can you continue to go on a show and try to have a reasonable conversation with people that aren't reasonable? I don't think Dennis and Christina understand what the definition of reasonable means. Like, the information I was sharing is common sense. Like, for example, they asked me, who's more responsible, to prevent pregnancy, the man or the woman? And I said they both are responsible. And Dennis was saying it was more so the man's responsibility. And Christina was saying it's more so the man's responsibility. Well, how about you taking responsibility and also getting on birth control, or telling the guy that he can't enter you if he doesn't use a condom? Why are you not trying to accept responsibility for your half of things? The responsibility when it comes to intimacy between a man and a woman is 50-50, equal. Like, this is common sense. Eli, the new trigger machine. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. I'm just stating facts. I'm not trying to fight anyone. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. This was not about winning or losing, but that's what they tried to make it. These people came at me because they don't like the fact that I'm real, I'm truthful, and they try, because they're so triggered that I'm being honest, they try to use ad hominem attacks to, again, criticize my living situation and all that. I'm going to explain that once again and make them all look like fools. AZ Prod, how you doing, brother? I'm going to explain that again and make them look like fools in a little bit here, okay? Hey, Donna, how you doing? But before I get to that, yeah, I tried to be very reasonable with them. You're going to have to go and watch the replay while I was on there. I was on there for about an hour and a half or so. And then Dennis I was saying, dude, I'm gonna get going. This is not making any sense to me. It's a waste of my time and a waste of your time too. Because I said, we're just too far apart, Dennis and Christina. You guys are the, you guys are the poster people for millennials. The stereotype of the millennials, they're the poster people of, right? And we're just too far apart. We can't find any common ground. And here's the thing. It was all common sense. Everything I mentioned was common sense. I was responding with common sense. And I'm like, do you guys understand what common sense is? And then Dennis is saying, what are you calling me, stupid? No, but what I was saying is common sense. And if you don't understand common sense, then think about it. How you doing, GLM? The YouTuber formerly known as GLM. I was speaking with common sense and responding in ways that normal, typical people would respond to those questions. I was being honest, and they just weren't having it. It was almost kind of like they didn't want to accept anything I said, whether it was right or wrong. Annika, I just stopped by to show support. How you doing? Welcome to the show. By the way, once again, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out, folks. So forgive me if it takes a little while to get to the chat here. At the end of the show, towards the end of the show, I don't know if they're still going or not. They were still alive while I was on. The lack of common sense kills me, says AZ Pride. Yeah. Dennis and Christina have no common sense. Honestly, I think they have a crush on each other. And that's my opinion. Okay, you want to chastise me on my opinion? Dennis, you tell me in the chat, folks, that were there, if you think Dennis was an extreme white knight extraordinaire if you think Dennis was an extreme white knight extraordinaire unlike anything else you've ever seen, put a 1 in the chat, because I've never seen white knighting like this, like on a public live stream where I went on there to just have a conversation with him. Like the white knighting, dude, I mean, seriously, man. That was the most beta thing I've ever seen anyone do publicly on YouTube. That's beta, dude. That's why these people come at you, because you're sitting there simping and white knighting for a woman that's not even your girlfriend or your wife. You have a girlfriend, she has a husband. Yeah, you're sitting there white knighting for her at the level of her being your wife. And even if she was your wife, you still shouldn't white knight for her. You should be cool with her and support her. But dude, wow, dude. Like, I've never seen white knighting at the level I saw tonight. GLM says, I watched your debate. You destroyed Little Miss Close Lip. She needed people to come defend her. Great job. I wasn't trying to destroy her. I was trying to help her. And the level of entitlement that woman has is astronomical. Like, I mean, wow, the level of entitlement, she doesn't accept any responsibility. She can't even handle criticism, yet she dishes it out. And she is very condescending. There was a woman at the end, towards the end of the show. Like, there was a bunch of people. And I guess Dennis gives Christina control to the StreamYard. So she's able to boot people off. Christina was booting people off that were speaking truth like I was, because she didn't want to hear it. And then there was this woman on there. I'm going to reach out to her, and I'm going to reach out to this woman. Let me see. I have her. I took a screenshot here. Where is it? Where is this? There was a wonderful African-American woman named Allura D, who runs the alluring our network. Ma'am, you hit the nail on the head. You said that Christina comes out condescending, and that's what gets people to come at her. You're absolutely right. She's very condescending, and she's very entitled, very hypocritical, and very insecure, and very immature. Okay? And then Christina booted her off. Wow, you showed your cards, Christina. I'll tell you this. Listen, you're going to have the Coach Eli haters that hate me for just living, right? Whether I'm right or wrong. But the people that you really want for your audience, like, no one's ever going to respect your work after this. You literally destroyed yourself. You literally destroyed yourself publicly tonight. You let Dennis do that to you. You both did that to yourselves. Like, wow. I don't even know what to say. No, she's not a feminist. She doesn't even know what that is. She's just very entitled. And she cannot take criticism, yet she can dish it out, right? And when you call her out on the truth, then she attacks you with ad hominem attacks. She came at me regarding my living situation. I'm going to say it again. I share a home with Dawn and I and my mother, and we all equally pay for it. I have my money. Dawn has her money. My mom has her money. Okay. My family has an estate. We're very fortunate. My brother lives on one property, and he pays everything there. Okay. The house that we live in is a 3-story, 6,000 square foot house. Okay. So why in the world would Don and I go and pay the same amount of rent, $3,000 plus a month, for our 700 square foot 1-bedroom apartment when we can get a 2,000 square foot in-law unit, and that money goes right back into the family estate? But you guys want to sit there and attack me on that, right? They try to make me sound like some broke-ass loser that has nothing, right? I don't care if you think that. That's not the truth, right? But the bottom line is, the point of the show was not to come at all that. It was to talk about facts. It was to talk about life's principles. You guys hit below the belt. I'm not afraid to share what I have and what I don't have. But I'm not going to be belittled by two of the most spoiled and entitled millennials that have no common sense, no common decency, right? And just flat out don't get it. Yeah, good call on that, GLM. Thank you. Why are they concerned with your living situation? Because they want to be in my living situation. It's a smart move. I was able to build a YouTube studio because I have more space here, paying the same money I would pay for rent. Plus, it goes right back into an estate that I'm going to get. So it's a smart move, but they want to attack that because they wish they could be in that situation, right? I'm not trying to throw that in their face. I'm just sick and tired of these people taking low blows, which I'm not mad about it, but they're taking low blows because they can't handle the truth. I was spitting out the truth. They aren't the brightest. Smart financial decisions don't register in their brains. They're trying to disqualify me as a coach because Dawn and I share a home with my mother and we equally pay all the bills here, all three of us. If you're going to come at me regarding my responses, come at me regarding my responses. Not where I live, how, big my place is or not, who I live with, whatever, right? That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I'm not a get rich quick scheme type of coach. I'm not here telling people I'm worth millions. And if you follow me, you'll have exactly what I have. That's not me. I make enough money to pay my bills. I put myself in a good position. So has Dawn, and so has my mother, and so has my brother. What is the problem with that? The problem is you folks had nothing else to come back at me with because I was sharing the truth with my opinions, and it hurts you because you can't handle the truth. But you want to come out here on YouTube and criticize others and not expect any clapback? No, that's not the way it works. Lauren says, Eli, sorry, it takes a lot for you to do a reaction stream like this, Eli. Now I'm curious. Go watch the show, Lauren. GLM says they were over there fighting amongst themselves when Eli left. Yeah, they were all fighting. Like honestly. And there were people in the chat saying what Dennis and Christina are doing were making me look like a king. And I don't care about looking like a king. I care about the right thing. Then the trolls went over there initially, and they paid Dennis like $400-something in super chats. Good for you, Dennis. And you're welcome, Dennis. And other people said that Coach Eli was the draw. I am the draw, Dennis. You would have never got that without me. Don't discredit me, Dennis. I'm not coming out here saying I'm all that in a bag of chips. But the truth is the truth. I am the draw. That's probably why you wanted me there, because you knew more than likely what was going to happen. And then when he was reading off the donations of people saying, oh, half for you, half for Christina, I asked him, I said, can we not focus on that and focus on the show? This dude was making a ton of money off my name and wasn't even being humble about it. Now, I'm not mad about it, bro. I expected that. But the way you handled it showed me your cards, bro. You showed everyone tonight. You humiliated yourself and Christina and the entire millennial generation with your behavior tonight, Dennis, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You can talk about me all you want, Dennis. For the rest of your life, I'm going to ignore you. You can play off my haters for a while. You can get together with Jamie. You can share all the hate content. You could go on this tangent. I've been down this road. I don't care. I got other things to create. I got content with my woman to create. This is the last time I'm talking about this. But I had to do this response because I'm like, wow, this show was the shit show of the century. I've never seen anything like this. Let me make sure my audio is still good. But the way you handled it showed me your cards, bro. You showed everyone tonight. You humiliated yourself. You guys tried to humiliate me, and it backfired. And I don't care about you humiliating me to the haters because that's been done for the last 6 years. I ignore that. You guys tried to humiliate me to new people, and it backfired on you. Your own people, Dennis, came on your show, and were calling you out, and were calling Christina out. I'm sitting there watching while I was setting up this stream, and I was like, wow. Wow. Talk about a backfire. Yeah, you made some money. Congratulations. Enjoy it, brother. That's my contribution to you. Okay? But your credibility, Dennis, you just shot yourself in the foot. Christina, you shot yourself in the foot. Where are you going to go from here? Lauren says audio is great. Yeah, thankfully I have the Shure SM7B because this mic can take a lot of loud voice, and I have a loud voice. I have a loud voice. This mic can take it, and I have it set so it won't clip, so I'm all good. You know me, Lauren. Audio engineering extraordinaire and video extraordinaire. Of course Lycan's going to bond with him. He has no other people. Lycan's burning all these bridges. I mean, this is just like what I'm seeing here. He's millennial too. Like they all deserve to be together. Like I've been right about this generation for a while. Not all of them, but many of them. I mean, they're just showing their true colors. I was there being nice. I was making common sense and reasonable sense on things. I don't care if someone uses my picture in Christina's chat. People use it. I can't fight it all the time, but thank you for making me aware. I don't care. It's not a big deal. Thank you, though, Razor Edge. How you doing? Jason says, Christina made no sense. Yeah, she didn't make any sense at all. Christina's trying to clout chase Eli. Well, I mean, she can clout chase me all she wants. All she's going to get are my haters, because the people that truly support Donna and I are not going to support someone like that treats me this way or treats other people this way. You are very condescending, Christina. You are very condescending. And again, what's that woman's name again? Mad respect to you, ma'am. Allura D. Allura D, who runs the Alluring Hour Network. I'm going to look you up after the show. I'm going to email you, ma'am. God bless you. Hopefully you believe in God. If not, I still love you. You made so much sense, ma'am. Mad respect to you. You're another woman trying to help this other woman. And it seems like you're around my age. I'm 50. You're probably in your 40s or so. You're probably a Gen Xer like myself, Allura. And you were trying to help her out, and she kicked you off the panel. Wow. Wow. Lawrence says, it's weird. Jamie keeps following you to these new channels to hate bomb. I thought his channel was superior to ours. Oh, no, he needs me too. It's all good. We're good. We got our own people, Lauren. We don't need to worry about, little James. It's all good. It's not all millennials. You see, here's the thing, GLM. Half the millennials are decent people. The other half are very entitled. The reason why it's so apparent is because there are more entitled men and women in the millennial generation than any other generation. Okay. The Gen Xers had entitled people too, but it was like 10% or less. The millennials, about 40 to 50% of them are super entitled and spoiled. And they behave like Dennis, like Christina, like Jamie. And the rest of the people that were on that panel, whether they were millennials or Gen Xers, okay, they were reasonable people. They were trying to reason with Dennis. And all Dennis kept doing was simping and white knighting for Christina, like they'd been married forever. Jason says, yep, Lauren, he's obsessed. He needs us both, bro. You know this. Yeah, I know. It's all good. It's all good, Lauren. Yeah, Lauren, I don't want to, listen, I do not want to talk about that person, okay? So, Lauren, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove that comment. Lauren, please do not mention that name. I do not want to deal with the repercussion of that. I want to respect her wishes. Please, Lauren, I'm not banning you, Lauren. I'm just removing that. Please do not mention that, okay? There's a moment delay between what I say and what goes out. Just listen to what I say. Okay? I'm not going to be on too much longer. This is going to be a brief show because I want to spend some time with Dawn. And get some rest, because tomorrow Don and I are going to be doing a members only live stream, which is probably going to be stolen and rebroadcasted again by Jamie on Rumble. And we'd like to get as many of you that truly support Don and I to get your $4.99 channel membership if you're a moderator, you will still need a membership for the members only live stream happening tomorrow and the ones that Don and I do in the future. And whether Jamie rebroadcasts them or not, just ignore it. We want to move on and do our thing. I asked Christina on the show. I asked her, okay, how did you know about, what was going on with Don on a members only that I said that we said on a members only live stream when you didn't have a membership? You went over to Jamie's. She's like, don't mention Jamie. Well, you went over there and you participated in content theft. Like, honestly, like any woman that I'm with, if she behaves in that way and, steals from another content creator and then trashes that creator, I wouldn't be with that woman. That behavior is piss poor behavior. A lot of entitled boomers too. Well, I mean, there's been entitlement in every generation. The bottom line is the millennial generation has the absolute biggest amount of entitled people ever. The boomers and the Gen Xers, around 10%, maybe 15% of the people were entitled. The millennials, it's about 40 to 50%. It is very apparent. You saw it live tonight. I'm not even trying to be mean. You guys saw it in real time. You guys saw it happen in real time. I was on there trying to be reasonable with 2 mid to late 30s millennials, being reasonable, being nice, trying to be helpful, trying to answer their questions. I kept getting cut off. They kept trying to twist my words, right? They were very condescending. Their behavior and their words speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. I can't even talk. I'm sorry. I'm really in a passionate mood tonight. She attacked him for a full year. Then she goes, yeah, I don't even want to talk about Scotty either. Just leave her alone. Okay. Look, I don't, this is just too much drama. This is just stupid stuff. Let them do what they're going to do. Right. I want to talk about what's happening here. Like that, there's like no need to talk about that. I've said it before. I'll say it again. James and Scotty are 2 peas in the pot. They're the same. She's the female version of Jamie. I've said it before. I'll need to say it again. Best of luck to the both of them. Okay. I already removed it, Lauren. Don't worry about it. Like, honestly, I want to respect people's wishes. Okay. If people reach out to me and ask me to not talk about them, even for example purposes or to share my opinions about what they're putting out there, I'm going to respect that. All good, Eli. Back on topic. Yeah, there's not much more to say. I'm not gonna drag this on because it does not need to be dragged on. I've been on for 34 minutes and I think I pretty much said everything I want to say. Lauren, I've known Eli a long time. Here's the thing. They did exactly what other people have done when they can't handle the truth. I'm not trying to attack anyone. I honestly, genuinely feel for these people. Believe it or not, Christina and Dennis and Christina, believe it or not, I care about people. I even care about the both of you. I feel really, really bad that you folks are not able to comprehend what's really happening. And because of that, it's affecting your life. And I'm telling you right now, you folks think I'm going to get backlash for this. The only backlash I'm going to get is from haters that have known me for a while that don't make any sense. My actual audience that knows me, that knows the same hate audience, is going to be like, wow, Eli, what happened over there? That's just wow. You handled yourself quite well. That's what I assume they're going to say. I mean, I know the good people that are here, right? And like I said on that show, not everyone's going to like you. No matter how good you are, not everyone's going to like you, okay? But regardless, I care about people in general. And I'm really saddened. That it had to go this way. Again, I did not rage quit. If you want to call it rage quitting, that's on you. I'm a mature, grown-ass 50-year-old man. I can ignore haters saying, oh, Eli rage quit. Nope, I left because there was no more value for me. And quite frankly, there's no value for them. Like, honestly, it wasn't going anywhere. It was going around in circles, and all it was going to be was a shit show that was going to make Dennis more money. And I don't care about him making the money. I care about wasting more time being somewhere than I need to be. Everything that needed to be said was said. Dennis wanted to keep me on there longer because he wanted basically Christina to bash me to help her feel better about herself. In essence, Dennis, what you're doing is further enabling her piss poor behavior. Now, what kind of a man does that? You see, part of a man's job, Dennis, is to hold his woman accountable. Now, I'm not saying she's your woman, but you guys act like you're a couple, right? Now, in a relationship, it's the man's job to hold the woman accountable. It's the woman's job to hold the man accountable. It works both ways, right? But because so many men nowadays are so beta, simpish, white knights, right? And they feel like they're going to upset the woman and the woman's going to run if you call her out on her crap. Well, if she runs, it wasn't meant to be. A woman that's meant to be with you is going to allow you to call her out on her BS. That's what women do. They shit test you. It's a shit test. Women test you to see how strong you are. They jerk your chain on purpose because women seek men that are physically strong, mentally and emotionally strong, financially stable, that are good, well-rounded and well-grounded men they can trust. And Dennis, honestly, right now, your behavior tonight, if your own girlfriend saw this, I bet you she would be like, what kind of a man am I with? If Christina's husband saw this, he would be like, probably saying, well, it's nothing new. He probably already knows how Christina is. He probably already knows, right? Christina looked not so good on that stream. Maybe she was tired. Nope, she wasn't tired. That's her. GLM says, I like how you were there for nearly 2 hours and they were upset that you left. Christina wanted you to talk to her all night. Hell no, I got my own woman here that's worthy of all my time. They wanted a 10-hour Eli stream. No, thank you. She'll probably go live on her channel later and talk about this until the wee hours of the morning. Man. Lauren, I've talked about whether I'm on YouTube or not. Doesn't matter if I ask or how long I'm gone. So please show me how to get that right, Eli. Well, Lauren, people are going to talk about us. What I'm saying about Christina and Dennis is that they should understand that. Now, Christina is fairly new. Dennis has been doing this for about a year. I guess he's still fairly new, but he kind of gets it. And he's grown to 13K subs, so obviously he's kind of figured out the ropes. But like I said on my earlier Walking with Purpose stream, I'm like, look, you're dealing with a 6-year veteran doing this full time that has been down this road on live streams many times. Like, you're dealing with someone that's not going to deal with ad hominem attacks, someone that's not going to allow you to twist my words or take things out of context. And that's exactly what they tried to do, right? On top of all the simping and white knighting and all that. Christina seems shy, very short answers with no depth. I just expected more from her. And yeah. Well, I mean, I never ever fat shamed her. I did not do that. What I said was, maybe one of the reasons why it's not working out with her husband is because maybe she might have gained some weight or he gained some weight and they lost physical attraction. I gave some example of some other woman that stated she was 300 pounds. And then she kind of took that out of context and said, I said it about her. Find a stream where I said that about you specifically. I didn't say that about you. You took me out of context. You're cherry picking information. You're trying to take things out of context so you can try to knock me down. It's not going to work. Nice try. I'm too experienced at this. Better luck next time. That should have been a short stream with a basic topic. Well, I'm kind of glad it went that long because they're now showing their true colors. Like, I don't know how they're going to recover from this, to be honest with you. I don't know how they're going to recover from this or who's going to respect them after, the way they showed up tonight. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Get your final questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. I'll be going off the air in just a few minutes, folks. Brutally Lauren says, people don't like that you're very direct, Eli. People take offense always over your suggestions, whether it hurts their feelings or not. All my information that I've shared is good, clean, generic information that people should already know. It's just these entitled millennials don't want to accept responsibility for anything. They feel they're entitled to everything. And when I see entitled people, that really, 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 really makes me want to get in there and set them straight. Especially if they're on a public platform and they're coming out here seeking attention, right? Like I told Christina, I said, look, you come out here and you're networking with other men. How about network with other women? I don't see her go on other women's panels, but she goes on other men's panels, especially Dennis's show, right? And then brings other men on and they simp for her and white knight for her too. And they further enable her piss poor behavior. That's the truth of the matter. Dennis said he spent 6 hours preparing for that stream. Dennis, listen, don't try to exaggerate to make yourself look better. Dennis, I can make a thumbnail in literally 5 minutes. I have Photoshop. Sometimes I use Photoshop. Sometimes I use Canva or a combination of both. Dennis, don't sit there and try to make it appear like you went all out for this, bro. Don't try to make it look like you're some god to Christina. Right? Really, Lawrence says, if people want to spend $400 to trigger you, that's crazy. They spend their money on that, says more about them than it does you. No, I get it. I get it. Well, hey, the bottom line is a lot of those people are millennials, or they're like radical conservative men that are angry and bitter at a past marriage that, that they went through divorce and lost half their money, and they're not willing to accept responsibility for their part of why the divorce happened. Contessa, how you doing? It's been a while. Hey, Eli, those two were fed the questions to ask you. I don't know if they were fed the questions to ask me. I think maybe Jamie had a little part of it, but I honestly think more so. Well, maybe Jamie did set it up with the trolls. They were going to donate. Like this has happened many times. The problem is I don't care. Let Dennis take their money. I don't care. I'll make my own money other ways. Okay. And it makes them look really bad. It makes them all look really bad. And, there are a lot of good people that are coming back here and supporting Don and I. And we continue to gain memberships. Once again, Don and I will be going live tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. It'll require you to have at least a $4.99 channel membership, including moderators, because moderators do not get free access to members only live streams, just members only chats. So please get your memberships if you already haven't, and please ignore any rebroadcast that Jamie may do. Lawrence says that's the problem in her marriage. She's seeking male attention online when she has a man at home. Right. And we keep calling her out on it, and she says that we're lying, right? She's coming out here seeking attention and being called out on exactly what she's doing. And then she's trying to cover it up. And then people say, hey, you know what? Why don't you cam up and, why don't you prove Eli wrong or prove other people wrong? That's what I say too. Like, that's why I went live. I didn't want to sit there and talk about my living situation and all that again. I'll come here and do it on my own channel. I don't care. I'm not going to give them any more of that BS. Hey, if you have nothing to hide, then show it, right? Cam up and show us what you look like, right? If not, then just accept. If you're not going to do the one thing that YouTube is made for, YouTube is a video platform. If you're going to come out here and not show yourself on video, then in essence, what you're saying is that what people are saying about you is right. And if you can't handle the criticism, don't put your story out there. Don't come out here seeking sympathy if you're not ready for the backlash that you're going to get. Jason says, exactly, Lauren. Contested the cat. I agree, Lauren. Lauren says, that's a JV tactic that worked 5 years ago. Why do people think you care now? You're all you're going to say is, you're welcome to whoever got paid. Yeah. Contested the cat. She's too weak of a person to leave him, so she will sink. Poor, pitiful me. Well, she probably needs his income to survive. Like, she's with him for a reason, right? It's my opinion. She's with him for a reason. And whenever she's asked a direct question, if she says I'm wrong about what I'm saying, I'm stating my opinions. I'm not even saying they're facts. I'm stating my opinions based on what I hear and what I've experienced in the past, right? With other women, right? And seen other men experience with other women, right? And stories I've heard, right? So why can't she share the truth? What is the truth? And if what I'm saying is not truthful, why is it bothering you so much? You see, it doesn't bother me that you folks talk about my living situation because I'm happy with it. And I talk about it on my channel all the time if I have to. Everybody knows my living situation. Everyone knows everything about me. I'm transparent. I show who I am. I'm live here, live on the air. This is me. Look at this is me. On my walking streams, I'm standing. You see all of me. Did my beard tonight, by the way. It looks good, huh? 50-year-old man with no gray, huh? Just for men, baby. Saying that to my girlfriend, Dawn. Amen, Eli says brutally, Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. I don't know this person, so I'm speaking generally, says Lauren. Yeah. Why does he still have a channel when he's band-aiding? Because he just won't stop. I'm hearing now that Tiffany wants to get a second RO on him after the one that Granny's Watching Jess got on him. And Jessica, Granny's Watching, on her secondary channel, watching Lol Cows, showed the RO today, showed it. Like, she put it out there. So it's legit. I really wish he would stop. It's like, I really wish that he would just stop for his own good. Like, I don't wish harm upon even him. I don't wish harm upon anyone. I just don't understand why these people continue to put themselves in these situations and continue behaving the way they behave. They feel they're entitled to behave, in any way that they want, and that there's no repercussions for it. Tessa the Cat says, my point is that they are not knowledgeable to ask the questions they asked. It could have been Jamie, could have been a combination of people. Yeah, I mean, it could have been. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, the bottom line is, I went on there tonight hoping that I thought Dennis was pretty well versed in this stuff. Dennis is 37 years old. I think Christina's like 35 or so. She hasn't mentioned her age, but that's based on what she said. Her husband's a little bit younger, and she said her husband's 33, so she's probably 35, 36, right? Dennis is 37, right? Jamie, I think, is 39 now, I think. So they should be old enough to have enough experience to ask these questions. I thought Dennis was very experienced, but he showed his cards tonight. Lauren says, newsflash, Eli isn't triggered over your wallets. No, I'm not. Lauren says, wonder how she was able to get one on him. That's one thing. I think that's stupid. She's constantly... Yeah, but he took it way further than she ever did. All she was ever doing was defending herself. He came at her in the same ways he's been coming at me. And it was starting to affect her channel and her business. No, I agree. I agree that, it should never get to the point of where ROs are happening over YouTube content. I mean, that's just surreal. Yeah, Sandra, I'm going to get rid of that one. Thank you for timing them out. I'm going to get rid of them. Oh, Jamie's birthday is coming. He's going to be, 40 this year, I believe? Thank you so much to the 18 people that are here. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Wow, Sandra Palacio. Sandra Palacio, thank you so much for becoming a $4.99 channel member. So done with it. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Savannah, thank you so much. Honey Bunch, Tam Tam, wow. God bless all of you. Thank you for your support. Wow. Hi, hey Eli, I was in class during the stream. I did catch a bit on my way home. Sandra, you're going to want to listen to that stream when you get a chance on Dennis Jerome Jr.'s channel. Like, you got to listen to it. It is the shit show of the century. Like, this stream trumps anything that Jamie's done. Now, I know Jamie's done some crazy stuff, but like, the level of entitlement between Dennis and Christina and the white knighting, and these are two people that are in separate relationships, but they're on panel acting like they've been a married couple for like 20 years. It's so surreal. Like, I was like, wow, I was like, what am I doing here? Like, what am I doing here? It's like, I really, really wanted to be there for the right reasons. I was there for the right reasons, but it's like, when I started to realize what was going on, it was like, what am I doing here? Oh, he's going to be 39 this year. Okay. So he's 38, almost 39. He's got one more year to go before the big 4-0. Maybe he'll grow up by then. Who knows? Anyway, thank you to all the new channel members that just joined probably within the last 2 to 3 hours. Thank you. Because I mentioned it on the Walking with Purpose stream earlier. Again, please get your $4.99 channel memberships, and please ignore the rebroadcast that Jamie does. I got to find a way to handle that through Rumble. I'm in progress of handling it with YouTube and through Rumble. In the meantime, the people that truly support us, will get the membership and watch that content here. And also, you'll be able to chat without having to deal with any trolls or haters. And it's our own intimate event that Don and I want to share with you. And when we meet, what we mean by intimate is personal, not the other meaning. Don't take us out of context. You know what I mean? What I heard was unreal, pure chaos. Oh yeah. So again, before I go off the air, tomorrow night, Don and I are going to go live, members only. Who knows? We might even do it from the couch and make it a little more intimate. We might just, this is the high production, studio office here. We might just do it on the couch. I'll probably put a poll up later tonight or tomorrow morning and ask you folks, do you want us doing an on the couch with Don and Eli? Or do you want us doing, a super high quality, overly fancy, nice microphone, nice background, all that? Which one would you prefer? I have a feeling people are going to want the on the couch because they really want to make it more about us and them over a big production. If I was given the option by, another creator and his woman, I would choose the on the couch one. Everyone in the steel cage. I know. I just don't even know what to think about that show. So tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. Don and I are going live. Members only live. You'll need at least a $4.99 channel membership to view it and to chat, even if you're a moderator. Thank you again to all the members that have joined. Don and I love you all. I'm going to get on out of here and spend some time with Dawn. She was taking a little nap earlier, but she's awake now, and I want to spend some time with her before she goes to bed. I'm probably going to be up for a few hours. I'm really wired right now. Like, I'm so wired. Like, this stuff really wires me because I'm so passionate about it. I like the couch. I had a feeling you were going to say that, Sandra. And Sandra, you've been around for a long time. Mad respect. Don adores you, Sandra. I do too. Don't get me wrong. I do too. Sandra, feel free to reach out to me. If you have anything you want to say to me, we can always talk privately. You know, I have a lot of respect for you. And, you know, Don and I are still, you know, working at making our millions so that way we can bring you back to the Bay Area and that way you can come out here and we can pay for it. We have that much respect for you, Sandra. You've been around a very long time. You've known me since the days of the JV Gunner days. She seems more tense when it's in studio, in my opinion, Sandra. Great stream. Chat soon. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for being here. Dawn seems more productive when she's on the couch, more comfortable. You're probably right about that. But she wanted to do them in the studio. So, like I told Dawn we can do them on the couch. She goes, no, let's go in the studio. I can sit on my chair and the nice mic and all that. All right, babe. I mean, it doesn't matter to me either way. It's all good, you know. But, all right. Thank you, everyone. You know, I'm going to try to ignore all the craziness regarding this. Like, I'm at a loss for words still. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I know, says Sandra. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We both love you. We love everyone. And Jenny Sandler, if you're watching, you know, we'd love to have you back. I know, I think you said you were taking a little bit of a break. In case you're watching, Don and I would love to have you back. You know, I saw what you sent me. To be honest, you can just ignore that. It has nothing to do with Don and I. And some people just like to, you know, poke a little funny every now and then. I know sometimes some small things will bother you. You know, if it bothered you, I'm sorry it did, but, you know, it has nothing to do with us. And no one else knows what we're talking about. I just want to put this out to you, Jenny, because Don and I, we have a lot of respect for you and we love you. And, you know, you told us about your family. You have a great husband and great kids. And it's just not the same without you around. Okay. We've actually started to build a real family here of good people that enjoy the content, enjoy, you know, hearing what Don and I have to say, hearing our stories, our chronicles, and what we've been through, and how we live life, and how we save money on things, and the ups and downs of our relationship. But, you know, we always find a way to talk things out and work through everything, you know. I was going to say she probably can't wait too, Sandra. Love you all, folks. Thank you again. If you want to go watch that show, go watch it. Like, I like to usually listen to the replays of shows I'm on. I'm probably not going to listen to this one. But yeah, go check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. That being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.